Okay guys, so Friday ended up... Oh shit, it's not Friday. Hey Hannah, it is Monday of week 10 and yesterday I clocked in at 228.6. Woo! Things are finally back on track, moving slow and steady, losing, like 1 to 1.5 pounds a week, which for me feels like the sweet spot. For me, that's slow and steady, but still enough progress to where I'm like, hell yeah. And that's been a short-term goal of mine for weeks now, to just get under 230 and then see how you're doing, see how you're feeling, and what needs to change, what needs to adjust. I feel like right now things are pretty honed in right where they need to be for slow and steady progress, so I'm just gonna keep things trucking along. Today is gonna be leg day. I've got my L-citrulline and my calorie and sugar-free Ultima in my Neon Stanley. I am freaking bright today. I'm fluorescent and I'm just living for it. I'm loving it. And I also have my recovery shake, same as usual, in a blender bottle. When I first started this journey, I was still seeing progress with the liquid IV sticks, but I'm really glad that I switched to the Ultima because, these things add up. Each liquid IV stick is 45 calories, and I'm not advocating to get down to where you're tracking the single and even double digits of your calories per day. Oh no, I can only have 16, or I can only have 2,125 calories per day. No more. I'm not tracking on that level, but I'm just saying, if you're having 4 sticks a week, that's 180 calories a week. Carry that over the course of a year, that's a lot of extra calories when you can really get, a similar functional benefit from something sugar-free like Ultima, at least for the type of training I'm doing. If I were long-distance running, then liquid IV, the extra sugar and the extra carbs would be beneficial to keep me going for endurance purposes, but I'm not doing endurance fitness right now. But that's the thing also, little functional swaps only work if you're not making up for the saved calories in other areas, i.e., okay, well, I stopped drinking liquid IV sticks, so that means that I can celebrate the end of the week with some donuts. If you are viewing saved calories in terms of, okay, well then I can offset that with a reward, then that's just self-destructive. You know what I mean? That's setting yourself up for failure. But anyway, in other non-diet, non-exercise related stuff, today was the sentencing for Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. She was the armorer on the set of Rust, the film set where the cinematographer was accidentally killed when Alec Baldwin pulled the trigger on the prop gun that was loaded with a live bullet. And I, on some level, was feeling compassionate for Hannah until all the info came out. Oh my God, self-sabotage. All she had to do was keep her mouth shut, and I think that the judge would have given her the medium option as far as consequences, because basically the judge said, your defense asked for a conditional discharge, which would mean that she would basically do probation. As long as she didn't screw it up and violate it, then her conviction would fall off her record and she would still be allowed to possess firearms and to operate firearms. That was the best case scenario that I think was never going to happen, but it was still possible. The medium option was you serve 12 months in county jail, which is preferable to prison, versus 18 months in a New Mexico state women's prison facility. But you would still keep the conviction on your record, and you would still not be allowed to own or operate firearms. So it still sucks, but you get to stay in county jail. It would have been, and for less time. That was the medium option. The most extreme option was a full 18-month prison sentence. I guess that there were more options, more possible like options, but those were like basically the three main scenarios that the judge laid out. Well, what Hannah did is, after she was convicted, she got on the phone, called her family and friends, called the jury a bunch of idiots and assholes. She made negative comments about the judge. She whined about how this was going to negatively affect the possibility of her pursuing a modeling career. She whined about how she was a victim in this scenario, which, I mean, you could argue that there might be some scapegoating going on, but a woman is still dead, and you still were in a position to prevent it, and you didn't. You know what I mean? So it's like, you still have a slice of the pie. If you want to argue about how big your slice of the pie is, that's fine. But like, it's just, you shouldn't be calling yourself a victim pre-sentencing. You get the vibe that I'm talking about. It was not a very remorseful and humble vibe, which, if you are seeking a lenient sentence, that is the vibe that you should be going for. Even when she had an opportunity to make a statement, she was basically like, I'm so sorry for the people in pain, and I hope that they feel better soon. There was no, I'm so sorry for what I have done and what I failed to do to prevent this, and no amount of time that I ever do or anything that I say or do could ever make up for the loss of Helena's life. And just something in that tone, nothing. And the judge pinpointed all of this and basically said, the light option, off the table. The medium option, you don't deserve it. And the judge did not say, like, if I could give you more time, I would, but that was sort of the vibe, because she was like, you're gonna get the 18 months in New Mexico State Prison, and she basically said, you have shown no remorse. She even defined the definition, the dictionary definition of remorse, and was like, that's not you. And then just told the bailiff to basically get her out of my courtroom. The judge was not impressed by the statement. So the point is, literally until you are sentenced, shut the trap. You know what I mean? Like, unless you have something remorseful to say, and oftentimes, even if you do think what you're saying is remorseful and gonna, you know, like, look like you're making a good faith effort, oftentimes it's best to just shut the trap, because you're gonna hurt yourself more than you're gonna help yourself. Oftentimes. There was a lot more to it. A lot of the victim impact statements were just devastating. I cried a lot watching them, and it was a lot to take in. But I really hope that, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it. The point is, it's on the internet if you wanna watch her sentencing hearing. It was very emotional, very sad at first, but then just so disappointing. I was just so flabbergasted, like, girl, don't you know that your jail calls are being recorded and that the prosecution is just like waiting just to comb through them? Such a silly, silly girl. But anyway, I'm gonna go do my leg day. My ankle, or more like my ankle and my heel, has been a little off, and my knee has been a little inflamed again. So I'm not gonna push for PR weight on anything. I'm gonna be gentle, and I'm not doing the calf raises, because remember I said I was gonna take time off from that. Still recovering. I might do incline walk though. It doesn't quite flare up my heel and ankle that bad, but it still works the calves a little bit. But we'll see. Anyway, see you soon. Hey guys, Monday of week 10 in the bag. So I did a 100-calorie warm-up walk, all of the lower body machines, and my joints were actually feeling up to it. So I did more. I raised my PR on the abductor and the adductor hip machines, and then I matched PR on all the other stuff. But then I did a 50-calorie walk just to kill some time, and then 150 calories of HIIT style sprint rest cycling, and then a 50-calorie cool down walk. So feeling good. But I'm feeling stronger every week, and for the last at least handful of weeks in a row, I'm feeling just a little bit leaner every week. So woo! Momentum is back! Let's have a good week 10. I mean, this is gonna be like a landmark week. I just feel it. Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday of week 10. I'm really just feeling low energy today. There are a few things it could be. I'm not gonna speculate because really, who the hell knows? But I'm still getting my arse there. Still getting my arse to the gym. Whoa, gosh, the groundhogs are out like crazy today. Anyway, so the short sleeves are another clue that I just don't give a damn today. I'm just so tired. My main goal, my main accomplishment is just getting there. I really don't care about the long sleeve coverage today. It is what it is. Some days are gonna be like that. Sacrifices have to be made in order to show up. Oh my God, I need to tell you real quick, because we're passing Marietta College. So there are these stickers, MC stickers, obviously now obviously from Marietta College. Well, the font is similar to the font that Mariah Carey uses on a lot of her album covers. And so I thought for like a second that the MC stickers were Mariah Carey stickers, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cute, where can I get one? And then I was literally driving by the college on the way to the gym, and it all clicked, and I was like, oh, that's a Marietta College sticker. I felt so dense, but for like half a second as a Mariah Carey fan, I was like, I love this for her. I don't get it, but I love this for Mariah. And then I was like, no. Nope. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Okay guys, so Friday ended up, oh shit, it's not Friday. Okay guys, so Tuesday of week 10 ended up being a pretty good day. I mean, I'm still mentally not 100%, but once things started to get moving, everything sort of fell into place. And that often happens, even if you're in a shitty mood or a really tired mood or a drained mood. Once you get to the gym, you tend to get a little bit of a pep up, at least in my opinion, in my experience. So I did a 100-calorie warm-up walk, all the upper body machines. The weight wasn't too below my PR weights, it was maintenance weight, so I didn't have to dramatically drop anything like I thought I would. And then I finished with a 200-calorie HIIT style cycle on level 10 and the whole way out. And then I just did the red room, to get some of that infrared and red light therapy recovery. I really think that that's been helping with the stretch marks. My stretch marks under my arms have gotten so much better, and I really do feel like my skin is like contracting faster than I thought it would, especially underneath my arms. That bat wing fat, the bye-bye fat, definitely, who knows, it might be diet, it might be the exercises that I'm doing, or the red light, or maybe it's everything, but I'm definitely sticking with the red light, even though sometimes it's a little annoying. Sometimes like you finish like the last step of your cool down walk or the last of your cycle, and you just want to get the hell out of there, and the last thing you want to do is stand in a super bright room with little eye patches on for 12 minutes, but trust me, in my experience, it is worth it. At the very least, even if there's not really much to it, it is nice. It's almost like a meditation time. You have the patches on, you have your eyes closed, and it's really warm and bright in there. I do sometimes do productive thinking during my red light room sessions, and so that might be another use for it for you as well. Who knows? But anyway, I gotta get home ASAP because I forgot to pack protein, and I don't want to pay something overpriced, and I don't want to get fast food. I have leftovers, so resist. There's a Taco Bell right there, a McDonald's back there, an Arby's back there, an Applebee's right there, a Wendy's farther down the road. Resist. Hey guys, welcome to Thursday of week 10. You know, I feel like it's almost a running joke at this point, like at least 1 to 2 days a week. I start by saying, I really don't want to go to the gym today, but I'm gonna go anyway. Well, today is one of those days. This year, I've been trying to be really consistent about the contacts, but I just knew when I woke up this morning, I was like, it's a glasses kind of day. And fuck. God damn it. Sometimes I really hate these country style roads. I mean, I get that you can't have a stop sign at every possible turn or a traffic light or whatever, but I mean, like, it just doesn't make sense to me sometimes to have a 55 mile per hour speed limit on curvy roads with driveways literally attached. So it's like, you know, like I'm on a curve right now, it's 55, and there's a driveway right there, right there, right there. That's just woodsy stuff, but like, you know, like, another driveway right there. Like, that's where sometimes it can really hit, where all of a sudden a car's pulling in or pulling out, and you have to fucking slam the brakes or you're gonna smash into someone at 55 or 60 miles an hour. I don't know, the day was just kind of like a little bit blah. I didn't sleep well last night at all. Some of the realities of my mom's recurrence of cancer and more complications sort of sank in. She's restarting her chemo on Monday, has more biopsies on Thursday, and is starting radiation in May. And we had a good cry together. Like, I've been holding it in really well, and we still have a very complicated relationship, but like, I just sort of spontaneously broke because I realized just the way that my family situation is. Like, yes, I have my baby brother and my stepdad, but as far as like, I just sort of realized that when my mom isn't here anymore, I'm gonna be completely alone as far as family, like OG family. Like, yes, I have my baby brother, yes, I have my stepdad, but like, you know, my dad died, my bio dad died when I was young, and for reasons I'm not going to get into, I have no contact with his side of the family. My mom's side of the family, a lot of them are dead or estranged, so I have no contact with anyone. And so as far as like that, I don't know, I don't want to get into it too much. I'm trying to stay positive and focus on the fact that yes, I do have my baby brother, and you know, my stepdad has been through a lot with a lot of my ups and downs, and you know, we have our issues or whatever, but I don't know, it is what it is. It's different though. I don't know, I'm not explaining myself well. I'm a little bit out of it, but you know, in some ways, like when my mom's gone, I'm gonna be completely alone. But anyway, I don't want to talk anymore, so I'll check back in at the end after I'm done. It's just one of those days where, I don't know, like I already had a good cry, but I feel like I'm just an inch away from just spontaneously crying, so I need to get in a better headspace to work out. So, here we go. Okay guys, so Thursday of week 10 was a success. 100 calorie warm-up walk, all the lower body machines except for the glute machine. On the leg press, I matched my PR of 280, you know, I'm getting more comfortable in that range. I hit a new PR on leg extension, 90 pounds for a set of 12. I worked up to that. The leg curls were a little hard for me today. I matched my PR of 80 on that one. I'm going slow and steady, honey, don't rush me. And then on the cycle, it was 200 calories total. You know, I sort of got into a rhythm for about 100 calories, and then for the second 100 calories, it was a lot of sprint, rest. I didn't know if that cycling was gonna happen because my legs were feeling a little dead, but sometimes the right song can just change everything. So some other things that I'm changing. I started adding green tea, so I'm trying to have at least 1 cup of green tea per day, but no later than 4 p.m. And the thing with that, with the 4 p.m., I'm trying to change my routine. No caffeine after 4 p.m. Oftentimes I finish work around like 5:30ish, and I might be ready to hit the gym by 6ish. And so what I was doing is I was like using Crystal Light with caffeine as pre-workout, which, I mean, you know, gives a little bit of a pep up, a little bit of a boost right before the gym. But I think for me, that is too late to be intaking caffeine. I think that it keeps me up at night. I know that they say like, oh, you'll process caffeine in 5 hours or whatever it is. I think it takes me a little bit longer to fully get out of my system because I've been having a hard time just like letting myself relax at night. You know, it's like, you know, when you're like restless in bed and you are kind of tired, but you're just awake. Realistically, if I have a cup of tea or like a coffee right before 4 p.m., I should still have some of those beneficial effects if I get to the gym by 6ish. You know, I should still be in like the good phase of the caffeine surge or whatever. You know what I'm saying. But most nights I do get a lot of help falling asleep from this channel that I found called Reiki Fairy. Now I'm not opining on the efficacy of Reiki or whatever, let alone conducting Reiki onto another human body's energy via like a phone screen. Like, I'm not saying that that is legit, but I do believe to an extent in mind over matter. And a lot of the 10-minute sessions on Reiki Fairy's channel, they're just so relaxing. And I do believe in the power of like mind over matter and meditation and positive thinking and whatnot. And so for me, like when she's guiding you through like the cord cutting, I do imagine myself, like I do try to imagine the cords being things that are negative for my life that I'm attached to. And you, like, especially when it's the videos, you assign the meaning to it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's as significant as you make it. And so if you do sort of play along a little bit in that sense, it helps you, it knocks you right out like 90% of the time. So all that rambling aside, the message, the takeaway message of today is keep pushing on weight. You know, I'm not saying that my leg extensions, I'm not saying that that's a good weight by any means, like the set of 12 on 90 pounds. I'm not saying that that's like great or fantastic or anything. But the first time that I ever tried the leg extensions here, I could not do a set of 12 even on 40 pounds without my legs trembling on the way up and the way down. Like the weights were like banging, because my legs were literally trembling and quaking. And today I did a set of 12 on 90, smooth, a lot of effort in, but smooth and controlled. None of this like trembling wobble leg. And so today's takeaway is keep pushing weight incrementally, safely. Never, like I said in another vlog, one of my fears is a muscle or a tendon snapping and like slingshotting inside your own body. We don't want that, but keep pushing. Like if you decided for now my PR on something is 70 pounds and it's like you're doing 70 for 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, then on like, you know, eventually push it up a notch. Just try it out. You might surprise yourself and be like, oh fuck yeah, I leveled up. Now I know that I might seem like a walking contradiction because I think on another vlog I was like, don't be afraid to scale the weight down. I still stand by that if you need to work on form or if you're recovering from too much strain or like an injury or something. But the long-term arc, like I encourage you, keep bumping up, keep leveling up. The other takeaway from today though is get your ass to the gym. You know, today sucked, work sucked, family life sucked, family tragedy sucked. Get to the gym. You will feel better. I assure you, you will feel worse if you stay at home and say, oh, today was shit. I'll go tomorrow. I'll get back on track tomorrow. I'll get back on track next week. That will make you feel worse in the long run. Like, as long as you're not hurting yourself and grinding yourself into a withered little stump at the gym, then this is a place where then this is a place of solace. This is a place of growth. This is a place of consistency and discipline, of self-centering, not being self-centered, but centering yourself. You will regret it if you skip. So go to the gym. Okay, I'm about to go have a light dinner and then get ready for an early night in. See you tomorrow on Friday. If you're having a rough week, keep going. You got this. I've got this. You've got this. We've got this. Here we go. Okay, guys, it's Friday of week 10, and I did not go to the gym today. My electric car just didn't have enough of a charge, and my heel was kind of hurting, so yes, I made an excuse. I don't have a way to charge my car at the apartment I live in. And so my parents were really nice and gave me a save. They're letting me charge overnight in their garage, and then I'm just gonna walk over and get the car tomorrow. But for now, I'm trying to be productive. I'm taking an online class to get like a certificate. The class is called Welcome to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for Web Developers. And I'm literally in the section for just how to get set up, which programs you need to download, and how to get them all downloaded and set up properly. And it has taken me like 2 hours. I've never worked with like code or command prompts before, other than just some basic stuff involving like motherboards and motherboard setup. So this is like literally a whole other language for me, but so far, so good. I had no idea Okay, I'm trying not to curse as much. I had no idea what the hell Git even was until about an hour and a half ago. So this is going about as well as you could imagine for someone where this is like ground zero for me, but we're gonna make it work. We are gonna make it work. Oh my God, I'm only like a little bit more than halfway through this software setup video. Woo! Oh, also, I was so caught off guard because he was like, you should really get familiar with Git if you want to make the most out of the material or whatever. And he was like, here's a link to like the official Git textbook. You can download the PDF for free on their website. And the textbook is 500 pages. I already ordered the textbook that he recommended to like supplement his course. That's 1,000 pages, so I'm just like, oh my God, this is gonna, It is what it is. This is for self-betterment. This is for self-improvement. This is for growth. This is for education. This is for learning. If I get through this course, it says it's only like 40 hours, but at the rate we're going, it's probably gonna be like 80 to 120 hours for me. But at the end, you know, if you pass all your little assignment things, you get a certificate, like a professional certificate, because this is through Coursera, and the course, it was developed by one of their professors at Johns Hopkins University. And so 1 million other people have done this course. I don't know how many have gotten their certificate, but 1 million people have done this course. I really wish I would have studied computer science in college, because I feel like that would have come in handy in so many areas in life and my current work. So basically the story, why the hell am I even doing this? At work, the website like system that we're using, it definitely requires a bit of coding to like edit it and to edit the site. It is not a user-friendly platform. And so I finally had all these ideas for ways that I wanted to improve the website, and just to have that power to be able to do it confidently and to know what the hell is going on. But I realized like, oh my God, this isn't like a Wix or Squarespace or like the consumer version of WordPress. Like, yes, it's sort of developed through WordPress, but there's this like proprietary editor, and I have no idea how to do anything because I don't know any web dev code. And so I'm starting from ground zero, but hopefully it'll be worth it. It'll be empowering. And yeah, that's all I have to say on it. But wish me luck, because this is just like my heart was like racing. And the instructor is teaching on a Mac. And so in his terminal, he's typing in LS, and I'm typing in LS in the command prompt, and it's like, that command is not recognized. So I have to Google, like, why isn't LS working? And it was like, no, like, if you're in Windows, you have to use DIR instead of LS. And I'm like, my God! Like, I wish I don't know, is that a thing? Like, are most coders using Macs? And it's like the Windows, like, that's like, oh, like, you're the fringe minority? I would feel like it would be the opposite, but what the hell do I know? Obviously nothing. Wish me luck. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be doing for at least a little bit more tonight and a lot of the weekend.